but athletes do dumbass things if it improves their performance.
Are left-handed people banned from playing polo? Well, we know Prince William is left-handed, and so is approximately 12% of the world's population, and here's a video of Prince William playing polo. But if we take a closer look at the video, you can see that he's holding the mallet in his right hand. So why isn't he playing with his dominant hand if he's left-handed? Well, let's take a deeper look. If you're unfamiliar with what polo is, I'm not talking about the water polo, I'm talking about the horse polo. And I'll tell you, it's one of the world's oldest known sports, with versions of this game being played all the way back in the 6th century BC. And it's a ball game. It's kind of similar to field hockey or soccer or football if you live in the rest of the world, where you have two opposing teams and they have players riding around on horseback, and they use these long handled mallets or these clubs to whack a ball, and they're trying to score the ball into the opponent's goal. So pretty similar to other team sports. They're on mounted riders, but the modern rules state that the players must hold the mallet in their right hand. Now, this wasn't always the case. Matter of fact, if we look back at paintings from the 1546 Persia, the paintings show an earlier version of the game called Cowgan. And in these paintings, you can see riders holding the mallet in both their right and left-handed. And if we look a little bit more recent, you can see polo was added as an official Olympic sport at the 1900 Paris Olympics. And so for the next 5 Olympic events, polo was included until 1936, when polo started to fall out of favor because there's a lot of logistical and financial issues with transporting and feeding all these horses from all around the world. I mean, polo is a rich man's sport. That's why it's nicknamed the sport of kings. And so right around this time, they started implementing new guidelines, and one of those was banning left-handed polo players, and they did this due to safety reasons, specifically because of the risk of head-on collisions. So imagine this, you have two opposing players riding towards the ball from opposite sides of the field. Now, if they're both right-handed and play the ball on their strong or right side, then they'll pass right side to right side on opposite sides of the ball. Now, if one of them is left-handed and they played the ball off of their strong hand, which would be their left hand or their right hand, then they would have head-on collision. And so using right-handed only allows polo to follow a similar practices as driving a car, where everybody stays on the same side, whether that's the right or left, and it reduces the risk of collisions. So they had this new rule implemented in 1936, but shortly after this, World War II started, and there weren't a lot of players around to play polo, and so they relaxed this rule on right-handed only players, and that relaxed restrictions continued all the way up to 1974. In 1974, the United States Polo Association, or the USPA, which is polo's official governing body in the United States, they reinstated the ban on left-handed playing, which means that if you were playing prior to 1974, then you could still be around playing polo with your left hand if you're still able to do so today, which is kind of interesting. What do you think? Do you think this puts left-handed polo players at a disadvantage because they're playing with their off hand? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you're enjoying these band technique videos and you have a specific technique you want to see me do a video on, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm John from Jumpers Junction. Thanks for watching.